Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Alfie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Catherine inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to Saturday night, because it's time to party with the Dudes at Ringside podcast. And I'm your host, Joe Panther III, from the top of Metal Mountain all the way down to all 50 states in that beautiful globe. It's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, International? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Is that energy hitting you, Geek? You can bust through a wall. Hello, everybody. Ringside Crew. Okay.
Please sponsor us. All right.
Please sponsor us. You're gonna cry. Please sponsor us. Your job's gonna fire you. I'm gonna call you in the office on Monday.
That is my company.
What? It's too much energy.
It actually is my company, by the way. So
too much energy for Geek.
All right, let's give a warm, right?
Let's give a warm. Dudes at Ringside, welcome to a rising star from the United Kingdom, the one, the only, Jackson Arrow.
Hello.
What's up? What's going on, dude? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. I know it's very short notice, but I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the owner of Outcast Pro Wrestling yet, but you want to introduce yourself.
Absolutely. So I am the owner of Outcast Pro Wrestling. I'm also a professional wrestler and the current CXW heavyweight champion. Yeah, that's me, Jackson Arrow.
Yeah.
Awesome, Jackson. So who trained you?
So I originally trained at Revolution Pro Wrestling in Portsmouth.
Wow.
Because there wasn't a training school here on the island. So up here on the island, I live on the Isle of Wight, which is just south of the mainland of England. So I trained in Portsmouth, and I used to wrestle there for Revolution Pro Wrestling, and then a couple of other promotions on the south coast. From there, I decided to set up my own business on the Isle of Wight, and set up my own training school. And yeah, so I set up Outcast Pro Wrestling, and things have gone from strength to strength. We started with just doing shows, and then we started a training school as well, and now we run both. So it's all good.
That's cool. That's awesome. We got three people in the chat right now, Geekins.
So we got mostly wrestlers. Look at this, right?
Hey, that's good.
What's going on?
Right. Luna Tricks.
The legendary Luna and Luna Tricks.
Arrow. There you go. And we got Rudy Root in the chat.
Rudy Root. Guy.
Rivalry time. Hey, if we ever do rivalry week on Dudes at Rivalry Month, we have you two on the screen go at it like fireworks.
I can't believe that he beat Hammerhead Smith the other day on March 24th. I cannot believe he beat Hammerhead Smith. Disgrace. Now I've got to wrestle him April 23rd. Just a joke.
I'm so nervous for this rivalry, Geek. I'm dumping change all over my floor. I'm so scared. Rivalry in the chat.
Yeah, boss man.
Hello.
I'm so when we're done with the podcast. I'm gotta pick up all my pennies. Great, my pennies fell. I gotta pick them up at the end of the show. So nervous.
I took an arrow to the knee.
He did take an arrow to the knee.
Great show, by the way. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Can we talk about that? Talk about the show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we had a event at Fever, which is, like I said earlier before we were on, the only nightclub on the island. and we were lucky enough to run a show there. We had 3 stars across from America, which was really cool. It's the first time we've had people coming across from America. We've had Tucker, who's been in NXT UK, and he was a really big deal for us to get over, and that was amazing. But this is the first time we've had anyone from America. So we had Blanco Loco, Dream Girl Ellie, and Axton Ray come over, and it was an incredible card. Like some real top talent from the UK side and some real top talent from the US side, and it just made for a great card and a great night overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let me talk about the matches of the night right there. You and Blanco Loco had one of the best matches, and JJ the main event match was awesome.
JJ Valera and Aaron Warnes, they're both incredible workers. They're both really, really good.
That moonsault off the bar was ridiculous.
Yeah, they're both so athletic, and they're just able to do so many crazy things. Jay turns up at training and just does the most ridiculous stuff, and I'm supposed to be coaching him, and even I'm sat there just in awe of some of the things he can do. It's just unbelievable.
And then another one, that battle royal was great, amazing too. I was hoping for Scrappy Jack to win, but he couldn't pull off the win.
Scrappy Jack's a real fan favorite.
Geek. I'm thinking I'm a Nickelodeon right now. Geek was talking about him for like an hour after.
He was awesome.
It was like, Geek, did you just find a new favorite wrestler of all time? Scrappy Jack.
He has a real just a natural charisma. You just want to back him and support him, because he's naturally just so likable, and he's not even like your traditional babyface. He's not even like getting you guys to clap along or whatever, and everyone just joins in because he's just so naturally a likable babyface. Exactly that. That. He's really, really good, and like I say, he's got that kind of intangible quality where you just really like him straight away, and not many people have that, and he really does.
I think we just got Scrappy Jack's name over in America. I think
Scrappy Jack. Scrappy fucking Jack.
Scrappy Jack. So that's gonna be on.
No, it's Joe. It's Scrappy fucking Jack. Right?
You got all over Twitter right now. All over the Insta.
The shot is always Scrappy fucking Jack.
Yeah,
exactly.
See, in America, they'd be trying to do the Scrappy effing Jack, but that's what they'll end up getting. Scrappy.
Scrappy effing Jack, because there's a lot of the companies have kids that come to their shows, and it's like, do I say it? Do I not say it?
It's funny, like every time.
That show was an 18+ one, so they could get away with chanting that. But on the family-friendly ones, it's normally just Scrappy Jack.
And it's hilarious. Like every time me and Geek would go to like an indie show, it's like I think we're going to be surrounded by adults or teens, and I started to get all flustered and start, getting into the show and gonna curse, and Geek has to go, Joe. I'm like, what?
Keep it PG.
I'm just like, can't chant any foul language today. And now even more, I'm always wearing this at the show now. It's like a Target. It's like a Target. It's a bona fide Target.
Oh yeah, nice. Very nice.
That's my cousin made me the hat.
That's very cool. I like it.
Hello, everybody. Make sure you're all following us on Twitch. Please follow.
That's very important to follow her.
Yeah, we know Lunatrix is following us because she's fam. She's dudes at Ringside family. Like, that's the family.
Everyone else in the chat, please give us a follow. It really helps us out.
It helps us out, and tell your friends that are still awake. Why am I whispering? But tell your friends. They're all sleeping in England, so tell your friends.
Give it a like. Give it a share.
Share, exactly. That goes.
Share. I still can't believe I dumped all my pennies on the ground. I got so excited. We have Jackson Arrow on the podcast. That's why. And big thanks to Lunatrix for this, because Lunatrix, Geek, you tell him, said some.
She's been awesome this whole, just awesome. Thank you so much, Luna, by the way.
You've helped us out. You are the, as this song would say, you are the wing between our wings, beneath our wings. He's really given us a leg up in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, followers, the cat geek.
I don't know what happened. The cat fell asleep. It's late.
early fucking the morning at night in England.
Cat fell
There's
asleep.
Kitty sleeping. Pretty's Kitty will get us.
No, there's usually a cat that when you get a follow, it starts doing the
It does
like
the
that.
Oh, that.
Oh, there we go. There's the cat. There it is. Someone just followed.
Bobbing along.
I'm the one that chose the cat. I like that cat.
I like
that
it.
cat makes me
I
laugh.
like You know what,
Is there a
my
way to make that thing
girlfriend
bigger
loved
on the
that.
screen? Isn't that way to make that thing bigger?
I can make it bigger. Yeah, just give me a sec.
Bigger is okay. Big cats are cool.
Very true.
Little kitties, little skinny cats, you can't throw them in the air. Big cats, you get them in the air, but they
How
make
big you want it?
I'm only awesome because I've been trained. There you go. Another follow.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for the
Thank
love and
you.
support. By the way,
It's a little delayed today in the chat. Because I'm trained by all
I'm only awesome because I've been trained by and guided by the one and only
our
Jackson.
fearless leader. Thank you, Outcast Pro Wrestling. You guys are truly the bomb.com.
Thank you so much. You know,
We guys. Wow. I'm so excited. You guys are all drinking. I got nothing in my cup. My St. Patrick's Day cup that's still in my room.
we didn't even start this interview, Joe. What the heck, all right?
No, we didn't. You already asked him who he was trained by.
Yeah.
What's next?
So what was your first match like? I'm sorry, in front of the crowd. I know your opponent.
My first match was at South Coast Pro Wrestling, which was based in Bournemouth. It then became Strike Pro Wrestling, and then it's now becoming Savage Pro Wrestling. So my first match was probably, I think it's just coming up to 7 years ago. So quite a while ago now. And I went down there. I was ready to do it. It was against someone who I'd trained with called the Anarchist James Castle. He's a really, really good wrestler. And we're about half an hour out from doors. And the promoter turned to me and he said, so James has actually got a bit of a gimmick here that he's done the last few shows, where he's done a load of like table matches. And I was like, right, okay. So they were like, so how do you fancy your debut being in a tables match? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? And then they were like, and obviously James is going over. So I was like, oh, great, getting put through a table on my debut, brilliant. So I didn't see the table before the show, and we're there wrestling, doing our thing. The match actually went really well. It went really smoothly for my first singles match. I'd probably watch it back and cringe now, but at the time it felt great. And I pull out this table to set it up for the spot later on, and it's a pasting table. And I don't know if you guys have the same thing over here, but they have quite a lot of like hinges and catches on them, as well as they're kind of like nailed together in the middle. So I went through this pasting table in my first ever match, and it completely folded. It looked excellent. It looked really cool. One of my friends got like a really slow motion video of me getting Michinoku drivered off the top rope through a pasting table, and it just like slowly crumbling away. It looked really cool. But yeah, the next day I woke up and just had like a scratch from the hinges just like all the way down my back. But yeah, it was good fun.
Do you have a video of that? Because if you have the video, please send it to us after the show. We would love to post that.
Yeah, I'll have to find it from somewhere.
I don't know if you noticed this, but they're not really using tables anymore. They're using doors now. As a
doors,
new thing
now. a lot in the US. You know.
Yes, doors are the new thing, guys. It's weird.
Are they cheaper than tables, or are they less? I don't know. Are they less likely to splinter? I don't know what the deal is with the doors, but it's a thing.
Mhm.
It's definitely something, isn't it?
Yeah, the doors are weird. I mean, now it's like, I mean, it's weird now. I guess they break easier. I don't know. I guess it's they're cheaper, right?
But yeah, I really don't know.
Mhm.
That's the one thing I'm like, when I was a kid, like watching the ECWs and the XPWs and all these promotions, the table is going extinct. like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
actually, sorry, keep going. Go on.
You used to see them quite a lot, tables. You don't really see them that often now.
No.
Yeah, I was joking with somebody before the the like we were joking like on the other podcast. I said if they were doing more doors back in the day, the Dudley Boys would sound really stupid saying, "Devon, get the door!" like,
ding dong, ding dong,
ding dong, Devon, get the door. That doesn't have a good ring to it. Ding dong,
No.
get the door.
No.
Maybe if it's Bailey saying it.
The amount of times I've had a table spot and wanted just to shout, Devon, and just look around and see if he would come to get the table. But I thought I won't because people might not get it. But
if he's feeling a little better and has come to England, maybe he'd be able to do that for you.
it'd just be so funny. Just like in a random tables match, like nobody's seen him, just Devon, and he just enters out of nowhere just to grab the table and put it in.
Somebody's suggesting a doors match in OPW in Outcast Pro Wrestling.
Doors match in OPW. Well, I don't know how cheap the doors are to buy in the UK. I don't know if they're as cheap as they are in the US. I don't know. Maybe we'll look into it. The doors match.
I think that because everything in America is always made really cheaply, but I think probably in England the doors are probably made more like thicker.
It'll be sturdy. No one will be able to go through it.
Yeah, like you'd have to do multiple power bombs to get someone through the door. Like
you'd have to be Wardlow in order to get somebody actually through it.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
By the way, Stefan, make sure you give this guy a follow. By the way, he's awesome.
Yeah,
so, well, check out some of his matches on YouTube. Outcast Pro Wrestling.
He's a legend, man. Right there. As I said in the intro, man's a rising star. Like,
oh, bless you,
man. The minute he comes to America, I swear to God.
Oh
man,
gosh, you're gonna be everywhere.
All the promotions are gonna book you.
One day, one of these
I'm
days.
trying to think this because is there like anywhere else in the country you want to go, or in the world? Like what country?
There is so many places I want to go. So I would love to wrestle in Japan one day. I'd love to wrestle. My main one is America. I would love to wrestle in America. That is like my ultimate goal. But also, just anywhere really. Japan, Mexico, kind of the big ones I want to hit. But also there's like a company in Scotland I've been speaking to that I'd like to go up and work for. There's companies in France and in Ireland that I'd like to go and work with and stuff like that. And just sort of gradually build until I'm working in a lot of different places. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, half the wrestlers we had in our podcast, a lot of them say their dream is to wrestle in England.
A lot of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
interesting. That's strange, isn't it? Because you guys are obviously saying a lot of them are saying their dream is to wrestle in England, and then we're saying our dream is to wrestle in America. So
exactly.
I don't know if you watch baseball, like an MLB or a basketball trade. We take all of the American wrestlers that want to go and trade them all to England, and we get all you guys. We get Luna, we get you, we get all you.
You guys got to do a trade, something like that.
Like
man.
I just said, like a baseball trade for
do something like a 50-50 show. So like Outcast Pro Wrestling versus some
CPW.
Local indie show in America, and then some local indie show in America versus Outcast Pro Wrestling. And
I'm already getting half of a card already written up in my head, like
WPW versus Outcast Pro Wrestling, right there.
Oh my gosh, a doors match, Luna Trix versus one of the mouse from
Valentina.
Oh my God, Luna Trix versus Valentina, title for title.
Go.
Let's
He's
book
the
it. Let's
champion
go.
in VPW in America. Have
Oh,
Lunar
okay.
Lunatrix versus, oh my god, Lunatrix versus Valentina, title for title.
There you
Jackson
go.
Arrow versus Eric James right there.
Oh
That's
my
the
god,
match.
yes.
There can
It
only
has
be
to
one
happen.
winner.
What?
There can only be one winner.
Yes. I'm trying to think
I
of,
mean,
like the
you
tag.
could go 50-50 booking. You can do that too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Even Stevens versus your tag team champions.
Yeah. Victor Logan and Alex Kent.
Then you have to look up the Even Stevens. They're hilarious. They're funny. They're like, Geek, you explain these Stevens.
Stevens are like they basically wear sweater vests, basically. And
All right. Okay.
Their both names are Steve.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Perfect
So,
booking.
It's
love
perfect booking.
Perfect.
So,
I love that. Our tag team champions are like a dysfunctional duo. So it's Alex Kent, who calls himself the hero. He's like big babyface guy. And then Victor Logan, who is like, his whole gimmick is it's all about him. And he's a big heel. So they're like polar opposites. And they were forced to wrestle together by me and Rudy Root when we were tag team champions. And then Rudy, being a Muppet, cost us the tag team championships. And then, Alex Kent and Victor Logan have had to team together ever since because they have the titles together. And they had a little bit of a rivalry going into it. So it worked out really nicely. And they work so well together. So well together. And they just feed off one another, and it's amazing.
I think that's what makes some rivalries do like the best. You start out like tag team champions that like we're warmly hating each other. That makes it like a rivalry so much better. Like if you win the tag team titles as rivals, that makes rivalry even cooler. Like you hated each other, now you're champions, and you have to put up.
Yeah, and you have to work together, and you have to put up with each other. And like Amelia has just said there, Victor Logan just wrestled Axton Ray from the US, who's obviously been on AEW Dark, and they had such an incredible match. They honestly had one of the matches on the Twitch that you guys probably would have watched, and they were just so good together. It was such a good match. I can't speak highly enough of both of those guys, Axton Ray and Victor Logan, both absolutely incredible.
it was match of the night. That's what everyone's calling it right now. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm not your Muppet, you backstabber.
Hey, pipe down, Rudy. This isn't about you. This is my time.
We definitely have to get Rudy Root on the podcast at some point. That'd be cool.
If you have to.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, he's his rival right here, right?
I didn't say immediately. I said one day, because remember
We
the face.
need Scrappy Jack on the podcast, Joe. Scrappy Jack.
No,
I didn't. As I said, geek. I'm gonna put my scarf on as I say it. I gotta get.
I think if Scrappy Jack came to America, I think he'd be over. He'd be over in GCW. The GCW fans would absolutely love him.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Scrappy does loads of hardcore stuff. So he was in an Anarchy Rules match, and he's done a few like just no DQ matches and stuff like that. And that man, the things he does to his body are absolutely disgusting. Like he's had the poster for the show stapled in his back, and crazy stuff like that. And his pain threshold is just through the roof. He does really just some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
That's something else, because there is promotions in America that are like feed off of that. Like was it GCW geek?
GCW, JCW, those companies like CZW is another one.
They feed off of that stuff. Like
he spoke to me the other day, and he said, it's a shame that we didn't go through with it in the end, because I had a suggestion for you, and my opponent wouldn't let me pitch it to you. And I was like, right, okay. and his suggestion was that he was going to have a plank of wood nailed into his hand.
Oh.
And he was going to sell it and then eventually continue the match, obviously not using his hand, and then going in towards the finish, hit the guy with the hand that had a plank of wood nailed into it.
Oh, God.
The guy is just an absolute sucker for punishment.
Oh, my gosh. The person in the chat's like...
Hell yes. Look, now you might have to do it now.
Everybody's all hyped about it.
You're not going to let them down now, are you?
Is this like the second promotion that had to happen, Geek?
Everyone else is going to have to pay for the plane tickets, and then, yeah, sure.
Oh, no. Geek, was this like the second British promotion that like...
Yeah, that it would say, yeah, like, get the passports ready. That's it. Right?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Whereas we get told by American promotions, you're going to pay for their shipping or their what is it? Do it.
The airfare?
You pay for the airfare. I'm just like,
Joe
could
do it, right? Joe could do it, right?
Geek's rich. Big works for Coca-Cola. He just cried to his manager. Oh, I need money. Who made me pay for all this stuff? He didn't even help. The mod can help. She's rich. Rich has a lot. Mod has a lot of money. Lot of money.
Oh,
this is great.
This podcast does not make money, so
I have podcasting. We as we say, we have day jobs. So anything we do with this podcast comes out of my pocket or Geek's pocket, and all our stuff we have, like the sticker. Like I'm gonna send you a sticker and a lanyard.
That's our pocket,
and that comes out of our pocket. Like
not dudes at ringside.
It's very hard to make money in the wrestling industry. Like incredibly hard to make money in the wrestling industry. So I can completely understand that, you know, the whole having a day job thing and everything like that. I was still working a day job until last August.
Oh, wow.
And that was sort of at that time, I was 6 years in the business, had my own company, had, you know, my own training school and had lots of different things to run. And was still working sort of part-time, doing like 4 days a week. So yeah, I can fully understand that it is a lot of hard work to make money in the wrestling industry. But it's passion for all of us, because everybody, like, you know, everybody that's involved in it loves it, and that's more important than the money side anyway.
Yeah, like we're just fans, and we do this for the love of wrestling. And not only is that, I told this to my mom and dad. My dad kind of gave me a look like, and I said, for us, we originally would say, okay, East Coast, West Coast, which we want to try to take over. But by us meeting British wrestlers, we pretty much have taken over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within a year. Like 4 or 5 days.
We've had 200 episodes in a year.
200 episodes.
Yeah, congratulations on that, by the way. Yeah. That's amazing. That's really incredible.
You are episode 204.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It wasn't long ago that you're on 200 episodes, so 204, that's come around nice and quick. You'll be on 300 before you know it.
Oh, gosh.
It'll be 306 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Well, I guarantee 6 months we'll hit 300.
I just hope it's not on my birthday. Geek's like, you know, today it's supposed to be the 300th episode. Can you cancel the cake for like an hour? Put it in the freezer? Because I already know what kind of cake I want. Because my sister's fiance, the Carvel is in her DNA, if you know what I mean.
That's the True North talking right there.
Do you have any Carvels over there in England?
I don't think so. I'm not familiar with it.
Oh gosh, when you come to America, you have to go to a Carvel. That's like a classic ice cream place right there.
Oh, okay.
Classic.
But they might have it in the UK. Like I said, it's completely different living on the Isle of Wight to living on the mainland UK. So yeah, they've got a load of stuff on the mainland that we don't have here on the island.
So what kind of food are you into?
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so
okay.
Anything. I like all foods really. Mexican food is sort of what I like most. So fajitas and nachos and stuff like that. But also I'm into burgers. They do really good Beyond Burgers.
Oh yeah, he loves burgers.
So, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of burgers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, we love tacos on this podcast, so we could eat it. We could eat it like a veggie taco. I'd eat it. I eat anything. I can't eat shellfish because I break out in hives. I look at that emoji. That's me. I'm like, what was in that taco, Joe? You ate the wrong taco. That was Geek's fish taco. I like fish tacos, shrimp tacos. I look like the Hunchback.
You blow up.
Oh yeah, my throat starts to get all chunky, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah.
Who would your dream opponent be anywhere in the world?
Oh God, that's a loaded question.
Someone's gonna get mad.
There's a few. So I would love one day to wrestle Ricochet.
Ooh,
oh man,
that'd be a great match.
Holy crap!
Like that guy is incredible, just absolutely insane, and I think we could do so much athletic stuff together and make each other look incredible.
Ricochet needs to be on the Indies. He needs to go back.
Yeah, he's being used slightly differently in WWE, but that happens, doesn't it? You know, when you've got things like TV time to take into account, you know, matches can get cut short or segments can be lost or whatever, and that's just how it works there. But yeah, so yeah, Ricochet or Will Ospreay would be an absolute dream.
Definitely.
Or even like Rey Mysterio. You versus
Rey Mysterio, just an absolute legend.
You know, you're gonna be jealous. I got a chance to see him fight at an independent wrestling show in upstate New York.
Wow.
It was so good. He was his first match back to the ring. Yeah. After having his knee surgery.
Arrow versus Ricochet. There we go.
There it is. There's the money. That's what the people want.
There you go. But make the posters. I'm too cheap. I have to go on the Instagram and take the picture and put it next to the picture. Put the V. I can't afford.
The only way we'd have that is in WWE2K. Jackson
Arrow
versus
unfortunately.
Well, I do have that guy that has been making all the British indie wrestlers. I sent, as I told him before the show, Jackson, I actually sent your name on the list of people.
Yeah,
for the next list.
Very sweet of you.
And
Jackson Arrow versus
Okada. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would. Wow, yeah, that'd be amazing. I genuinely have a dream match for me coming up on April the 1st, which is me versus Ricky Knight Jr. for the CXW heavyweight title. And Ricky Knight Jr. is just ridiculous. Like he's had matches recently with Will Ospreay and stuff like that. And he's genuinely an incredibly talented person. And I really cannot wait to wrestle him on Friday for CXW. So that's gonna be really cool.
What part of England is that in?
Would I ever want to expand my training school UK wide? Ooh, I don't know. My thing with that would be if I was to expand the training school, I never want to tread on anyone's toes. So in terms of branching out and even like doing shows or training school elsewhere, I wouldn't want to run it somewhere where somebody regularly runs, because I don't want to take anything away from them or anything away from their show, and take income away from them. That's not what I'm all about.
Yeah, that's nothing like you don't want to do. You don't want to step on somebody else's toes. You know what I mean? Like the certain group of people have their shows in that area of England, and you don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? That's what I tell Geek. You don't want to be that.
No, right?
Exactly that.
I don't know if you want to answer this, but who's your favorite wrestler at OPW?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's me.
There you go.
Shock. It's got to be me.
It's got to be, right?
Who else could it be?
The best wrestler right there. There you go.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly. You've got to start from the best, and you're looking right at him. So
Did you answer? Of course, Jack Jackson. It's funny in the chat. They're like, I was like talking about birthday cake, and they're like, "Yo, you want to OPW birthday cake?"
Answer
I'm like,
carefully.
and then
I
the
did
next
answer
one
very
was
carefully myself.
OPW birthday cake, 40 quib. Man,
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
quib? Is it the quib symbol? The upside down. Was it an I P? What is it? A quib symbol always confuses me. What it looks like. It looks like it looks like an E upside down. I always look at that symbol. Boo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. An upside. I always get confused when I see the quib symbol. I'm like, is that an E upside down?
It's a bit strange, isn't it? It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah.
Yours is an S with a line through it, and that's
Yeah. I on my end it looks like an E, an upside down E. Like they were writing it on Instagram a story, and they put the E upside down.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I
suppose it's kind of similar, yeah.
You know, if you type in money on the emojis, you get the regular American money.
Yeah.
And you get quib. You get like same money, just with the quib symbol instead of the money.
If you couldn't pick yourself.
The people are pushing for it. The people are pushing for it.
Oh God, what if we
you're going to make him uncomfortable now, and then he's going to say somebody, and then
I couldn't possibly say, because there is so many talented people that all deserve recognition. I could chat about them all day, but you've got like Lunatrix, the Virus Kane Michael, JJ Valaire, Rudy Root, Victor Logan, Alex Kent, Dude Riot, Ajax. You know, there's so many guys there that work so hard, and I've probably forgotten about 10 of them. And
you forgot Scrappy Jack.
I have, and it's Scrappy Jack. You know, Azzy Adams. There's so many. What was that? Aaron Nix. Yeah, there's so many that are just
forgetting. Most importantly, the strongest one, that the angel. You're almost forgetting.
Oh,
Amber.
Yeah, exactly. So there's so many that just deserve credit and a lot of love and a big push, and as much as they can. But I couldn't possibly choose one to be a favorite, other than myself, because I'm the best.
Of course.
You're the best, obviously, right? That's why you're on the podcast. There you go.
Absolutely.
You know, not saying we don't get anybody, but of course, got to get the best.
Yeah,
the best right here,
exactly.
right?
You could have had anyone, and you got me. So
there we go, Aaron Nix, right there.
Hey, Mr. Nix, and I'll be doing your podcast soon as well, sir. So Aaron also has a podcast, which is the Wrestle Plug podcast. So it might be cool for you guys to do something together at some point. He also does watch-alongs. So if you guys all collabed and did some sort of a watch-along, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome too.
Well, Aaron, get in touch with it. Get in touch with. See how excited I am about this. I stutter every other word.
We got Jackson Arrow. Joe, you gotta be excited. You got Jackson Arrow.
I am. That's why I'm stuttering, man. I don't stutter for all guests, but you know, we are doing a podcast month next month in April. Get in touch with us ASAP.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm still your favorite, really, right?
I tell you what, Dude Riot, I kid you not, that guy makes me laugh every single day. He's just hilarious, and yeah, he's amazing. But I'm still not saying a favorite. However much they try, they're still not getting a favorite.
We gotta make it ringside. She's doing the mods job in the chat.
Yeah, the mod. Where is the mod right now? No,
she's been replaced by the our music friend here. And Lunatrix is the new mod for the day.
My favorite match today, God. There's two that are tied. One was Island Warfare 2, and it was me versus the Virus Kane Michael.
That was a great match.
And yeah, I think it's like 25 minutes, and it was just all back and forth Fast Paced for the OPW title for the main event, and that one was really special, and I really enjoyed that match. And then the other one is with Rudy Root. That was at Strings at September Sin, and that was again back and forth, fast paced, and just a really fun match. So yeah, I'd probably go with those two at the moment, but I always like to think that my best match is still to come. So there's no need to. I think a lot of time in wrestling, people look back on what they've done, but I'm much more excited at looking forward to what I am going to do.
Yeah, the question is not what if you come to America. The question is when you come to America.
There you go.
Because it's going to happen.
I know another promotion that you guys should definitely in the future I would love to see you guys collab with them in America, of course, is OVW.
OVW, yeah.
Ohio Valley Wrestling.
They do stuff over here as well, right?
I think
they have I think they have a training school or something similar. Or a training school that's in association with them or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a huge one, isn't it? Because they used to be feeder for WWE and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Al Snow is the owner, partially.
Head trainer, right?
Head trainer.
Head trainer, of course.
Yeah.
Super cool dude. We had him on the podcast. Actually, it was funny. We had him on the podcast like the day before Thanksgiving. Like you could already smell the turkey coming out of the Panther house and Geek Lab. Like, and we were talking, and all of us, he's like, guys, I gotta go in a little bit. I have meat, something burger, something in the oven. It was like
amazing.
You gotta go, man. I'm a fat guy in disguise. This is like a Nutty Professor costume. I just pushed the button and you gotta go, man. You can go. I'll just eat the whole thing.
How could I join Outcast Pro Wrestling? I love to wrestle.
So we have a wrestling school here on the Isle of Wight. It's based in Sandown on the Isle of Wight. It's Unit 7 East Yard Road, Sandown. And you can check out any information to do with Outcast Pro Wrestling from our website, which is outcastprowrestling.com, or get in touch through social media or anything like that. And we're more than happy to help.
Yeah. OPW takes the states. There you go.
Yeah. And if you guys come to New York, let us know like a month or two in advance. We would love to be. We would help you promote the hell out of that show. Like the people would hate us on the internet by the time the show.
There go the eyes.
I posted so much today, or have done over the last few days. My feed started saying to me, "You need to reduce the amount you're posting because you're spamming people."
Really?
Yeah, because I've been promoting so much and just sharing wrestling stuff all the time.
It hasn't done that to us. Have you ever seen that, dude?
Not yet. Maybe Instagram has done that to us.
Yeah, it's the first time it's happened. And it was when I was trying to sign in to get onto this. And my Facebook was like, yeah, you can't share anything because you're spamming your feed.
Oh, wow.
People want to know when you're being signed to AEW.
Oh, well, we'll see. I would love to get signed to anywhere in the States, really, one day. Whether it was AEW or Impact or even WWE. I don't think I would necessarily be what WWE look for. In a sense of I'm kind of a smaller guy who does the flippy stuff. And like you said, with the likes of Ricochet, he needs to go back on the indies because you're not seeing the best of him in WWE. But yeah, any company like that, I would love to work for one day. I think Impact Wrestling, for example, are killing it at the moment, and they're really doing well. They've got a great roster and everything like that. But
the questions from our friend here, she's got some good questions. Questions for days. I'm happy.
What OPW toward Japan? That's another one.
If the budget allowed and if there was interest to do it, then why not? But it would depend on sort of getting our name out there enough and building up. We're still fairly young as a business. We've only been going sort of 4 years running shows, which isn't all that long in the wrestling world. So if it allowed one day that we were able to, or that a few of our wrestlers were able to, then absolutely, I don't see why not.
Lunatrix with the quick snap. Are you paying?
I think you guys would kill it in Japan right now.
Yeah.
You guys as a stacked roster. You guys.
Oh my God, you guys would go over so fast in Japan, and I think the Japanese fans would love Lunatrix. Just the way her style is, and
Stardom, Stardom, right?
Absolutely. And I think they'd love Rudy Root and JJ Belair, because they both wrestle such a fast, hard-hitting style. And that's sort of, I know, like strong style is very popular over there, and Rudy, for example, is really good at that. As much as I hate to give him credit, because I hate him.
Make Rudy versus. Sorry, go ahead.
But he's really good at that sort of strong style wrestling, and he's very much influenced from Japanese wrestling. You see it a lot in his work. So I think he would definitely get over very well in Japan.
Yeah, Rudy versus Minoru Suzuki or an Ishii match.
He would love that. He's running around let me tell you, he's running around his room right now just hearing you say that.
Got a webcam on your computer watching him go, oh my God.
He said my name, Minoru Suzuki. There you go.
Here we go. There's the question of the day.
Is that it? That one you want?
No, it said below it.
Oh,
we could ask this one. Why does he job or wrestle in the UK?
That's a good question. It depends, because I think if you are going to wrestle in a top promotion like that's globally known, like a WWE or an AEW, I think that you need to build yourself up as an indie talent first, unless you're coming at it from a like collegiate football or something like that point of view. I think you have to build your brand as an indie talent, so that then you get to a stage where you're big enough that they can't just chuck you in and squash you. But yeah, again, even with stuff like that, sometimes you see guys that start off just getting jobbed out and being squashed in matches, and then they work there for long enough, they put in the work and everything like that, and then they start getting more opportunities from that. So it would depend, but I for sure love working as a UK indie wrestler at the moment, and I have absolutely no problem with that. And wrestling around the country, and I'm obviously hoping to work in different countries soon. And to make a living off of wrestling is my ultimate dream, and that's what I'm doing. So I've kind of accomplished that, and I have to work very, very hard to keep doing that. But that was my main goal. Getting signed to a major company would be an extra goal on top of that. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. I'm still more than happy with how my career is at the moment, how I'm progressing.
Yeah. Our friend in the chat, she has like 3 questions on the bottom of the chat, Geek.
You could pick one wrestler from the charge wrestler. Who would it be?
I have to pick one. Oh, either CM Punk or Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I would lean with Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with either or.
See how good he was there? He was so chubby for a while when he first went to AEW. Lost that gut. Lost that beer gut.
Look at him now.
Yeah, he lost that beer gut.
He's absolutely jacked now. He's in great shape.
Yeah. I saw it was like a side-by-side picture. I was like, whoa, man after drinking 5 beers, and then man after 5 months of just beating your face in.
Absolutely. But I think Jericho, from a standpoint of he can tell a story, he can work in the ring, he's wrestled all around the world, and his promo work is just incredible. So it'd have to be Jericho would be top of my list, but CM Punk would be a very, very close second.
Definitely.
Get 3 questions here, Geek.
We got 3 more questions. There we go.
Yeah.
What's the funniest thing that happened to you at a show?
Oh, I can't think off the top of my head.
She has a lot of questions.
She's I like her. She's cool. She's part of my fam now.
The funniest thing to happen at a show? I don't know off the top of my head. I can't really think of many hilarious moments at a show. There's funny moments all the time at the training school, and that's for sure. Like we once had a guy. We used to have a punch bag in the training school, and it got taken down because we had a guy who was doing a spot where he was running around the ring, like being a heel and kind of evading the babyface, and he just didn't watch where he's going. He just ran face first straight into this punch bag, and we've got like a laminate floor, and he just slid on the laminate floor for absolutely miles. Everybody was just dying on the floor.
Jeez.
Because it was just amazing. But there's all sorts of funny moments that happen all the time at the training school. But on an actual show, I can't think of all that many. Not off the top of my head, anyway. I'm sure as soon as I finish this interview, there'll be like 10 things that pop into my head. But right now, I can't think of any.
Embarrassing moment.
My most embarrassing moment. Oh, yet again at the training school, and it didn't necessarily involve me. I won't name the trainee because he'll be very embarrassed. But he went to do a pin that I'd taught him that involved him sitting over my face to get into the cover. And as he sat, he farted directly into my mouth. And as the coach, you never want to embarrass someone. So I tried not to address it. And I was literally there trying not to throw up. And everyone else just burst out laughing. It's like one of those things where every time just stopped for a minute and everyone just went silent, and they were like, did that just happen? Like, and the guy addressed it. He was like, I'm pretty sure I just farted in your face. And then everyone was just rolling on the floor laughing.
It's like, oh, that'd be me. I'll go empty my locker. I'm so sorry. I'll leave now.
He was so new at the time as well. He'd only been doing it like 3 weeks, and he'd done a load of privates with me, just one-on-one. And this was like the second time he'd been introduced to the group. And he fired right in the coach's face.
Oh man.
But luckily enough, I've got a pretty good sense of humor, so I just kind of accepted it, and it happens, man. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that was definitely a first for me in all the years I've been doing it. I'd never had somebody fart in my mouth before, and
I was gonna ask, can we make that a clip? But I don't want to embarrass someone. Like, oh my god, that was me.
Well, I didn't name him, so you can if you want to.
There you go.
All right, because we have funny moments that we make clips like that, so our fans that missed the episode can be like, I think I should watch the episode now. I want to hear the story.
There you go. That's
this whole episode's been great, by the way. We're just hanging out, all right?
And you think about it, Jackson, this episode just happened on a whim, like out of nowhere, boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got to give the big thanks again to the one, the only Lunatrix, because she set up the flare.
Yeah, for sure.
Even when Lunatrix was on our podcast, she recommended you. Like,
oh my gosh,
much. She put you over like so hard, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, she's incredible. She works so hard for OPW and for herself, just to promote us and promote herself and get herself out there. and she's doing an incredible job. I read, I don't keep up with the numbers and stuff like that, but I read on main wrestling channels Instagram earlier that she has held the Outcast Pro Wrestling Women's Championship for 777 days.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good going. She's doing a great job.
I got worried because Geek said he didn't see the match. He said it was really short. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope we didn't jinx her and she lost the belt. Because we have this magic on the podcast. I don't know if you ever heard about this. It's called Dudes at Ringside Magic.
I call it Dudes at Ringside Voodoo.
Yeah. Don't call it voodoo because people think that we're Papa Shango. We're going to make you like vomit like the Undertaker. Like,
I mean, we're having La Katrina on the podcast tomorrow. So
there we go. I was going to say it before because your logo. We're having a female wrestler from Germany.
Oh, cool.
Tomorrow named La Katrina. And if you ever get a chance to get her, do it because she is. There we go. La Katrina. That's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She'd be perfect for your promotion because
exactly for the Sugar Skull logo. Yeah,
oh my God, she'd be like, you don't need the logo, you have me. I just stand like this. Close her eyes and there's the logo. Yeah.
No, that's brilliant.
She comes out with the smoke and everything. She had to cut us a whole promo and everything. So
she cut us 4 promos. She's like, I'm gonna cut you 4. And I'm like, all right. Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh great. Now everyone's saying it's like loan up who farted now.
I would never say.
No, we can't do that. That's not
nice. That's not nice.
I would never say.
We can't. That's not cool. We don't want someone to get get upset.
Yeah.
Talk about it like.
To be honest, he took it really well, and he has a laugh with me about it. But I would never say it publicly who it was.
Hey, we got a bad
wolf here. Yeah.
Hello, Neil. You all right? He's one of our wrestlers, Stu Hurt. He does a lot of like technical stuff, so a lot of submissions and stuff like that. Another one of those guys that's really, really talented.
Yeah. Oh, Bad Wolf! Don't forget, if you're not following us on YouTube yet, please
give it a follow, and then we'll get the cat bobbing its head.
We'll get the cat.
Is it the same symbol? Because I know the for other stuff we have like a zombie, and then
a zombie going.
Brilliant.
I forgot who here we go. Another question.
How many shows have you wrestled to date in your career as a professional wrestler?
Absolutely no clue. No clue.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know.
It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock.
Thank you, friend.
I'm wrestling a lot this year, for example. So this year and last year, we're wrestling a lot more than I was before because we're helping WAW run campsite shows over the summer. So over the summer holidays, I will be working 2 shows a week.
Wow.
So, minimum, because if I'm doing my own shows as well, then on those weeks I'll be doing 3 shows a week. But I'm hoping to. I'm in talks with our own campsite that's based over here that might also be getting us in for Outcast shows. So on some weeks it may be as many as 4 shows a week, but we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be cool. But that's only over the summer. Other than that, it's just like a couple of bookings a month here and there. It's been a really slow start to the year for some reason. There's not been many bookings up on the mainland, but I've done a couple for Outcast, my own one here. And then, it's starting to pick up in April. So obviously we've got CXW, we've got IWE, also based in Essex. And I've got another one coming up in May, I believe, but I haven't been announced for it yet. So I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay. Well, if you have any news about your own promotion that you want to break the news, because Dudes at Ringside Podcast is the home of breaking news. So if you have any news,
so we obviously have our show April the 23rd at Vent the Winter Gardens on the Isle of Wight. You already know one of the matches will be Jackson Arrow versus Rudy Root. Because Rudy Root had to win a qualifying match against Hammerhead Smith in order to wrestle against Jackson Arrow, because I'm that good that people need to win matches to get to face me. So Rudy Root won that. So you've got that match coming up. But that one sort of was already decided, so I won't leave you with that one. But we have a triple threat match coming up for the Isle of Wight Championship. Nero had just won the Outcast Pro Wrestling Isle of Wight Championship off of the Virus Kane Michael. And he will be having a triple threat match. It will be Nero versus Kane Michael versus Scrappy Jack.
Wow.
Championship.
Scrappy Jack. There we go.
Breaking news.
You guys love Scrappy Jack, and you're going to get to see him on Twitch in a triple threat match for the Isle of Wight Championship.
That's awesome. Yeah. Scrappy
Always
Jack.
happens
Awesome.
here. We get some fun breaking news.
There you go. There you go.
You got to get that Scrappy fucking Jack. All right.
So I don't even have a promotion picture for that one yet. So you guys really have got the breaking news before.
Well, when you do, please make the poster, send it our way on the Insta.
We'll help you out.
We will put it on Twitter. We will put it on Facebook. We will put it on the moon. I'll put it on every tree in the back.
We'll have
of
a
my
podcast
house.
on the moon, Joe.
There you go. One of these days.
One of these days, we're gonna have a podcast on the moon, Joe. That's it.
No, I'm gonna get the posters, stick them on every tree in the woods in my community. They won't know what it is. Like, what, British wrestling? No,
who's this Scrappy Jack guy?
Who's this Scrappy Jack? You have to learn about Scrappy Jack. Go.
Scrappy Jack. He's awesome, right? Scrappy Jack versus Jackson Arrow. There we go.
Do you know that happened? That has happened already. It happened at Strings venue, and it was before the pandemic. And that is another one of the matches that I really, really enjoyed, because I think we just blended very, very well together. So yeah, I really enjoyed that match with Scrappy. And yeah, go check that one out on YouTube as well. Why not?
Definitely.
Jackson Arrow versus Scrappy Jack.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very good.
Definitely. Who has been your toughest opponent, you'd say, you've ever wrestled? Like, that hits the hardest.
Okay. Tucker from NXT UK. And the reason I say that, everything he did was super safe, and he absolutely wouldn't hurt anybody. But his chops are so hard that, yeah, absolutely Tucker. Literally, my chest was fully marked up, red, purple, everything, all across my chest, and like even in a central part of my chest, just a bit of skin just came off.
Ooh,
literally just fell out. So yeah, I'd definitely say Tucker, but honestly, the guy is phenomenally talented. We did a training seminar with him over here, and he makes everything look so easy and so effortless, and then you try it and it's like the most complicated thing just to get your footwork in the right position, and he just makes it look easy. So yeah, I would definitely say him, because his hits were probably the hardest, but he's also without a doubt one of the best wrestlers I've ever worked. And like I say, if people don't know about Tucker, follow him on social media, because that guy is a star. He's incredible, and his body is actually sickening. Like, no man should look that good. It's unfair to the rest of us.
Definitely, yeah.
Ooh, I totally blanked and forgot to mention the tag team we had on the podcast last night. You guys should definitely try to get in contact with them. They want to go overseas too. The House of Pain.
Oh, okay.
They have honed. How long did they hold the tag team titles?
Long
for?
time, like 7 something.
7 years.
Whoa, blimey. Jesus,
Yeah,
okay.
they held, every title they've held was 7 years.
It's like we don't hold titles less than 100 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
They
That's
want it, and they're
impressive.
big dudes. They're not like little tiny cruiserweights. They're like super heavyweights. They beat the hell out of, and you know old school wrestling, right? Like old school, like WWE.
Yeah.
They are like two typhoons.
Okay.
Two black typhoons. Two big dudes. They're big and they will destroy. They call themselves they're belt collectors. That's what the put as they say. We're belt collectors.
Very, very cool.
What would your dream match to be? See, not involving you. Rudy with the question: is this a sarcastic thing or?
He's trying to hint at me giving him a match. Not involving me. Like I say, I really like the sort of high flying style of wrestling. So I would absolutely love to see Ospreay or Ricochet or someone of that nature against JJ Belair, because that guy does so many flips and so many different cool things. I think that would work really, really well. You know, there's so many different people, really, like Scrappy Jack against John Moxley or something like that.
Man.
It would just fit so well together. But yeah, there's so many I could go with.
Yeah, that those two matches alone, forget it, man.
Yeah, exactly. But like you say, like even like Rudy Root against like Shingo Takagi or something like that.
Man,
it'd just be insane. But yeah,
Naito.
Yeah, it would be amazing. It really would.
I'm sure you would love to see it too.
Yeah, I would. I'm not sure I'd like to pay the booking fee for it, but I'd love to see it.
You'd be like, oh, is like you joined those chops, Rudy? There you go. Right?
Yeah,
guys,
they have it.
How about this Jack you versus Jushin Thunder Liger?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Or Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Which era? His now, or would you want to take on him when he was younger? Like
in his prime for sure. But you can't have those times back. So
yeah.
But I'm to the point where I'd happily take on anybody at the moment.
Zack Sabre Jr.
That'd be amazing.
Even the Juice, the Juice. That's what he calls himself now, the Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm quite happy now to practically wrestle anybody. Like on one of our last Outcast Pro Wrestling shows, I wrestled a 14-year-old kid.
What?
So like I'm quite happy wrestling anybody at this point.
As long as the crowd's happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a backstory to that. I was in the main event and I came out and said, I want to have a warm-up match at the start of the show. And I'd been training this kid, doing like private sessions and stuff like that for a couple of months. And every time he turned up to a private session, he turned up with his mum. So his mum knew it was going to happen. Spoke to his mum. She was absolutely fine with it. Everything like that. But he turned up to the show with his dad. And his dad didn't know it was going to happen. So I cut this promo saying how I want a challenger. I'm going to pick on anyone from the crowd because I'm better than all of them, and I can prove it to them by beating one of them in a match. A few guys stood up and tried to fight me. I was like, no, get back in your seat, whatever. One of them had dreadlocks. I said he looked homeless. Kept moving around the room and then literally picked this 14-year-old kid up. I was like, what's your name, kid? It was like, Corey. I was like, how old are you? He was like, 14. I was like, you'll do. And just threw him in the ring. And then we proceeded to have a match, which in the middle of the ring, I decided should be for the CXW heavyweight title. So the kid at 14 made his debut and and wrestled for a championship. So
that's insane, you know.
It was a pretty cool moment for him, and we wrestled the match. Everything went really well. He remembered every spot, absolutely nailed the match. We got backstage, and all the lovely people at Outcast were stood up backstage. They'd all watched it on Twitch because the backstage was upstairs, so they couldn't like go down and watch it. They'd all watched it on Twitch, and as soon as Corey walked into the dressing room, they all gave him a standing ovation.
That's awesome, dude.
It was an amazing moment to be a part of. It really was.
the guy in the chat, the person in the chat just said, you almost
had you at one point.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah. Sweat in the middle of the forehead. What? No.
Corey's amazing talent. Just 14.
He really is.
We'll give him a few years. We'll bring him on.
Incredible. He really is going to be incredible. He can do so much stuff. Like he was giving me. So I like to work on a thing where they do a springboard on the bottom rope and then springboard up to the middle. He was giving me like springboard crossbodies. He was giving me like head scissors. He does like a springboard stunner and stuff like that. He's doing all this stuff at 14, like to a really high level. So I was watching him in training, and I was like, do you know what? You deserve a chance. I can't put him on the show sort of as a regular thing because I think he's too young, and I think he needs his body to develop a little bit, and he needs to just build up to that. But for a short match where he's not going to take any bumps, like we worked this whole match so that he took one bump, and that was from me locking up with him and just throwing him to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the match he didn't take a bump. The only moves he took were like backbreakers, where I could control how hard I was bringing him down onto my leg, keeping him nice and safe. And the finish to the match was a submission. So we had this match that ran nice and fluidly, but also he wasn't taking big bumps. It didn't have to be anything too crazy. And it was like a 6-7 minute match, something like that. And yeah, literally, I was bumping all around for him, and he didn't bump at all. So it was nice.
That's awesome, though, Jackson. You know, Outcast Pro Wrestling. It's such an awesome company. You know,
guys,
thank you so much.
You guys got something right there. It's like, it's every indie promotion that we've ever checked out or we associate ourselves with on the podcast so far. They all have something, that makes them different than others. Like there's certain wrestlers or there's certain people, but like there's certain wrestlers in your roster that make you guys different, like Scrappy Jack and Luna and JJ and Amber, and like it's so like that's why we love being known all over the world, because there's promotions that people don't know that we know.
Yeah.
Now we're giving you guys a satellite dish, and you guys are flying into the atmosphere, and people are like, "Who is?"
Great. Luna's reversing it now. She's telling us we need to come to the UK and meet the Outcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Come and watch an Outcast show.
I want it.
It's available from outcastprowrestling.com.
Yeah. Oh man, gosh. When we come to England, we're gonna have to get on the boat and go across to the White Island? Isle of Wight. It makes me think we're going skiing. That's what it sounds like.
It's not cold, don't worry.
Is it hot? Is it hot there right now?
It's UK weather, so
there you go, Joe. And another person right there.
Yes, absolutely. We go.
Another person that's telling us that this is like the fourth person that told us, you gotta take a bump from one of our trainers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another person wants me to take a bump.
It tends to be what we do. Like we had a guest announcer announce for us the other day, and he did the show, did great, whatever, and everyone was like, right, in the ring, and he was like, what? He was like, you're gonna take a bump. So it's slowly becoming our thing, like getting people that are involved in the show, like from a production standpoint, they come in, they take a bump, everyone's around the ring, everyone claps them when they do it, and everything like that. It's really nice. It's
like a body slam or a chop. Which one is the most notable thing that you guys always do to the guest?
They just take a back bump normally.
Okay.
So I tell them how to do it. They tuck their chin, they bring their arms out, smack the mat, bring their legs up, keep it super safe. But yeah, they just tuck the chin and take a bump rather than necessarily doing a move or anything like that.
Jeez, now we got it ringside.
Great. Now everyone's saying we got all take bumps, right?
There you go.
I think I'm the tougher one than Geek. I would tell Luna or Amber to give me a chop because I know Amber wants to give me the chop so bad because I messed up on the interview and I was late or whatever it was.
I remember the story. Yeah.
I messed up on the date and she wants to take me out. So like I'll let Amber or Luna give me a chop. I'll be like, I'll just
Luna's chops are vicious. So there was a training session once and she hadn't been training that long. She was quite timid when she first started. And we were like, let's make you work the heel in this training match. Like you'd be the bad guy. And she started doing her heat, so she'd just cut off the baby face. She was giving him some heat. And I kid you not, she chopped this guy so hard, it echoed around the room. And I was refereeing the match, and she hadn't really made any noise before that. She was kind of really timid. And I was like, yeah! Like running around the ring, like hulking up on the ropes. I was like, do it again, do it again, do it again. And she was just chopping the hell out of this guy so hard.
Like the follows, keep them coming. Keep the follows coming.
We had one like that one time, Jackson, that the chat was full of follows. I think it was like 12 follows in one episode.
Blimey. I'll be bobbing all over the place. Bobbing everywhere.
I think that was before the cat was installed.
Yeah, it was just whatever it was. It was so weird. I saw the cat when I sent somebody a message one time. I said, that is so us. That cat's like, yeah, man.
Oh, thanks. Finally, man.
Bad Wolf is on the board.
We got the ringside crew. You got him finally. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You almost have everybody on your roster, but she's sleeping. Somebody has to go in the group chat and wake up Amber Joe. Amber, you're on every episode of Dudes at Ringside.
Yeah, she's on every episode, but I guess because Luna's here and she's.
Yeah, they don't want to be fighting in the chat.
A bit of a rivalry there, a bit of tension.
And we need to get your guests that were in your promotion because we were supposed to have them on Dudes at Ringside, but they were busy, so they couldn't.
Which one's that?
One you just had on your show last night.
Oh, Axton, Ellie, and Blanco.
Yeah, they were supposed to come on the podcast. I think they were busy, so they couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
More times, you know.
They are lovely people, though. You'll get on really well with them.
They're
really, really nice.
Rudy's like, give him a chop party.
I have a hairy chest, so as I said,
I don't think I can take a chop from Rudy.
Trying to get his gimmick over. Outrageous. Outrageous. Disgraceful.
Vote for the blue.
Outcast Pro Wrestling says, we would love to have you. And then it's like ringside free tickets. Don't put him on the spot now.
He really gets in trouble now, guys.
There's never free. There's never free.
We're
gonna you still gotta pay for the venue. You still gotta pay, right?
Like, I've got someone else the glasses on, and they'll be like, I'm here for a show. They'll be like, sir, the tickets are $20. Oh wait, sorry, wrong glasses.
There you go. There you go. Oh, in you come, sir. In you come.
Oh, sir, come this way. Come this way. We'll look at Geek because Geek normally you wouldn't recognize Geek. Geek normally has a beard, a thin, small beard. That's our logo. Geek has a beard. I'm the face. He screwed up the logo for like ever now with that clean shaven
Run
face.
The chop party. Bring the bolt from blue.
Yeah, it's all about the bolt from the blue.
You're gonna warm up the hand before you.
That's my finish. In case you weren't aware, it's springboard up to the top rope. So you know, like a phenomenal forearm.
Yeah.
You know, AJ does it from the outside.
Yeah.
I do it inside, which is far easier to hit because I don't have to go outside the ring in order to hit my finish. So literally just go up to the corner, spring up to the top rope, turn, do a 180 into a big phenomenal forearm, bang. That's my finish. So
shit, man. Yeah.
That's what they're saying about the bolt from the blue.
Add Joe's glasses shattering in 2 pieces.
If we take a chop, can we receive free tickets then?
I don't know. If you take a chop party, then Rudy Root will pay for your tickets. There you go.
Oh God, it's gonna be
he suggested it, right? So there you go.
It's gonna end up being a trick. It's gonna be all the wrestlers lined up. It's gonna be like
just lighting up your chest.
The model will be like, make sure you chop them really hard. Of like, oh no,
they made me go.
Get your money's worth.
No, she'll be the angry one outside the ring. Beat him up.
Like, you have to chop harder. Chop harder.
You don't realize what they do to me.
Oh God,
man, Jackson, you've been awesome, man.
We'll get down to the end, and then everybody will chop me, and then Amber will be like, "Boom!" Right on my face and slam me. And I'll be like, "Why, Amber? You almost messed up my interview. I'm sorry."
Package pile driver.
Yeah,
I don't think I could take that.
So that's my other finish. So I do the bolt from the blue, or I do it more so now that I'm a heel. I use the package pile driver quite a lot. So that's a fun one. I love that move. It just looks so brutal because both their hands and legs are like incapacitated, and you are just dropping them on their head. And I love that move.
I don't think I could take a regular pile driver. Imagine a package pile driver.
I actually think, breaking it down a little bit here, I actually think a regular sit-out pile driver gives more impact than the package does. Because if you do the package correctly, if you sit back a little bit, it tucks their head right in. So it's just their shoulders that make contact. So it's actually quite like a nice, easy bump. Whereas if you do a sit-out pile driver, you have to sort of base your arms on their legs and protect your head a little bit, and that kind of you feel the impact a little bit more. So yeah, I would say the package is probably a little bit safer in a way, unless you do it wrong, and then it's not.
Does the chop train include a production staff?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Oh God, that train's gonna be really long, Geek. We'll be like there for like hours. It'll be around the whole arena.
I reckon some of the production staff can hit harder than the wrestlers. That's
jeez.
That's gonna be savage.
It'll be like loved ones beating us up. Be like girlfriends. It'll be like, why does everybody hate us here? Right? What do we do?
They're giving us love chops. There you go.
Once again, with all that, it's still Rudy Root paying for your tickets. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Everybody, even the girl in the chat.
Is Rudy Root paying for the airfare too and the hotels?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll pack my bags now. I got.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. There you go.
Can I bring my famous microphone?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Rudy will pay for the extra luggage. Don't worry.
She's got to come with me because I need my friend. Yeah,
of course. Rudy's on it. I'll hit you up with his PayPal later and book the tickets for you.
Is Rudy like a sponsor? Like, can he start paying for our meals? Like, too, if we come down there.
I mean, I don't know if he can, but he's my rival, so I'm going to say yes. Sure, why not? Pay for everything.
I want to have official.
Rudy guy has a lot of money.
Like real island food. Like, what is the best? I know you're vegetarian, but like, what is like the best thing that's in the island of White that get to eat? Like, best restaurant.
Oh, that's a good question. There's a few nice restaurants. So there's like a restaurant called Da Vinci in Newport, which is really nice. And I'll give them a nice shout out as well because my girlfriend gigs there quite regularly. There's another one called On the Rocks, which is like they bring out, say, like your steak, or for me, like a cheese or whatever. And it's literally on like a hot plate, and you cook it yourself in front of you. So it's like partially cooked, but you kind of finish it off, and that's really cool. It's really nice in there. So I'd probably say those two are probably the best two. Alamo in Ryde's quite nice as well as a steakhouse. Before I was vegetarian, I quite like that, but now I don't think there'd be much in there for me.
Oh man, it's like look what I started, man. Look at this. Those
You've
Rudy
set
guys. The Rudy guys
set
got a lot
them
of money. Yeah, I set them off. Rudy's on flights too.
Yeah. Oh
Just
god.
went home.
Rudy, get your credit card out. Rudy's gonna go bankrupt very quickly.
Yeah, there you go. Oh god.
You rate.
Oh geez,
Third.
he's just throwing him under the bus. Rudy has kindly offered to pay for hotels.
Absolutely. Well, he's my rival. Why wouldn't I? I'm gonna financially cripple him, and then I'm gonna physically cripple him in the ring. So yeah.
And then we'll be doing the watch party for like, oh my god. Yeah, fish and chips. Yep. I love my
fish and chips is very good. There's one in Ventnor that goes out fishing in the day.
Ooh.
And then it comes back and then cooks the fish and chips that they've just caught. So that's quite cool.
In America, the fish and chips like fried and the French fries. Like, what do you guys put with the fish in England? Is it French fries or is it like?
So it's normally like battered and then it's just like chips. So yeah, fried as well. But you guys tend to have like really thin fries, don't you?
No, they have steak fries. The place I went to has steak fries.
Okay.
Fries.
Okay. So yeah, we kind of have like thick chips here. So
just wait.
I love me some fish and chips. But then I figured I'd ask you because
this guy again, getting involved again, outrageous. This is
you should add stipulation to this. You should be like, if Rudy loses, he has to pay for our airfare to England.
There you go.
Our hotel.
I'm game for that. I'm game for that. Let's see if he agrees.
Well, if you're ever thinking about when you do a show and you ever want us to be guest commentary for one match, we can come in on the feed and do like something like this, StreamYard, and have us in the top of the screen and have like the match.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Because you guys ever used StreamYard before? This
no,
service?
I know this. I've never even heard of it, so it's very cool.
It's a great program.
So awesome.
For sure.
A lot of top podcasters use it.
It's been very easy to set this up. So
yeah.
Well, I say it's been very easy.
When you're done, when you're done, there's a button in the corner. It says sign up. You could always, when you're done with us, go in and sign up. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, sign up free. Yeah, just
there's a free version, like a $20 version, and then there's a $50 version.
Okay.
So yeah, I recommend the $20 version, but if some people like the free version, so yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah,
and you could do your own podcast for your promotion. Like you do this, cool. You guys.
That'd be cool, and then we could have you guys on as guests.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Maybe one day we'll see. I think one of the wrestlers had suggested doing a podcast, but just not got off the ground yet. So it might be something that we do in the future, but who knows?
You guys ever interested in doing commentary? Let us know for your shows on Twitch. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
Because that'd be fun because it gets our name out there into the States and like shoot us in we're trying to get our name further known in England. Like there's lots of places in England that still have not got the dudes at ringside seal of approval in the corner yet. Ding. Yeah. Two guys like this. Happy Mother's Day.
You get your cards out.
She's getting them now.
Oh God, everyone's piling on Rudy.
Poor Rudy's somewhere in the corner crying like Key and Peele style with the tears.
He's gonna message us after the show. You know he's gonna message us after the show, Joe.
He was so happy when all these New Japan names are getting mentioned. He's not so cheerful now, is he?
He's sitting there crying in the corner. We're just playing, Rudy. We don't expect you to play for our airfare that much.
No.
Only all of it.
All of it, yeah. I'm bad. I'll even say I need souvenirs. I like
dudes at ringside commentary. There you go.
Yes.
You need title belts. You need everything. You know, if you're coming over, you've got to have the full experience. And
I need the swag. We need to have the t-shirts. He needs to buy us the shirts.
Kevin Kelly does like something like StreamYard on commentary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they don't have to physically be there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. I like that. It's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah. Era 316.
Yeah.
Arrow 316 just whooped Rudy's credit card. That's what's just happened.
Yeah, man. I just got destroyed.
I just bankrupted
like
Rudy.
a case of beer. One.
Right. Man.
It's
I
like
think
a
I
roast
think
of
that's the monster talking right there.
It is, yeah, 100%.
It's the monster talking. It's the monster and the true
monster
north
and
talking.
the chronic fatigue.
And the true north talking.
I
The
should
true
have
north
gotten
talking.
some ginger ale, but I didn't want to.
You should have drank an
want
energy drink, Joe. It makes it
I'm
more fun.
hyperactive. Do you really want Joe Panther the Third on? You saw me after drinking 3 cups of coffee in your apartment, and you were like panicking, like Joe's hyper. He's so hyper, and I'm like,
Rudy would get you over to commentate our shows.
Yeah, live,
Yeah.
sat there on the side.
Oh, he'll
with
pay
his-
for our
with
airfare,
his
our hotel.
Spanish announce table. He'll be fine.
But does he pay for the ferry too?
Yeah. He's gonna have to cover everything.
I like nachos, so
Food,
get a nice
drink,
big bowl of nachos.
flights, booking fee, ferries. Yeah, let's just get Rudy on it all. Let's just get
Yeah.
Rudy- Why
Well,
not?
he'll get the best Mexican place and make us a nice pile of nachos. You know,
There you go. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be fine.
there's a nice Mexican place up here where I live in Pennsylvania that have really good nachos. They make
Nice.
the chips in. They make the chips in house.
That's really cool.
Yeah, warm chips as you sit down. That just a plate of chips. You're like, oh,
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
favorite
I love
part.
nachos. I
Oh
absolutely
man,
love
pick you up. Wow, that's really nice of you, Rudy. Look at that.
Yeah,
You haven't
it's-
drive
what-
you around.
What a gentleman this Rudy Root is.
Wow.
Absolute
You don't even have to use an Uber. My mom doesn't have to worry about me. How are you going to get there from there?
Rudy's gonna drive it. Rudy's gonna drive us.
I mean, it'd be very nice of him to drive you guys around, but I'm afraid after April 23rd, he's not going to have the use of his legs. So,
Oh jeez.
what can I say? He might struggle with that one.
He may be paying for Uber for us.
He'll pay your taxi fare, so don't worry about it.
Is there Ubers is there an Uber in England?
So they have Uber in the UK, but they don't have it on the Isle of Wight.
Oh.
So yeah, Uber and Greg's and Nando's and all the things like that we just don't have here.
Why is that? You just can't get it. It's too small, or
It's just a small place. They just don't have the franchise yet. So we've got like McDonald's. We a couple of years ago got Burger King.
Oh wow!
We've got a couple of KFCs and stuff like that, Subways, but we don't have some of the big chains on
So
the
you
island.
know, Popeyes. You've never experienced a Popeyes chicken
We
sandwich.
gotta go to Nando's, Joe. When we're going to the UK, we're going to
Yeah,
Nando's.
Nando's is very popular, and I've heard that Rudy Root likes paying for Nando's as well. So
You're just throwing him under the bus today.
My God, we're gonna get in so much. I was waiting for the chat. My phone keeps saying notifications. I'm like, is this him getting really mad at us?
I'm dreading how many messages I've got from him. It's gonna be loads.
It's gonna, yeah. After this show's over, I swear, if he's still up, I swear he's gonna be messaging us later. He's gonna be
Guys,
messaging
what the
the
hell?
Oh God.
We get Rudy driving around the South End, bro.
You see the picture, like the cartoon picture, like his face, and then us in the backseat like this.
Rudy's counting up the chops coming your way. Yeah, that.
Rudy Root couldn't chop me. There's going to be no chop party on April 23rd. It's not.
No, he's probably talking about us.
Oh.
He's warming up the hands. He's like,
yeah.
Oh, we have another fellow friend from the British
UK.
wrestling fans.
Yes, Taylor's true from CCW.
Yeah.
Yes, he's cool.
Yes.
And he always puts suggestions on our videos. He's like, I'm gonna watch, and Geek's like, isn't that guy in England? I'm like, hey, shut up, Geek, just take it.
And he likes all our stuff too, so which is nice.
Thank you so much, man. You're the best.
You're the best right here.
You're the best, man. You're the best. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you helping us all the way over there in jolly old England, man. Like as I said, it's I find it so beautiful that the British wrestling fans are taking us as their family.
Yeah,
like we for years ago, last year this time, me and Geek were like, okay, American wrestling. Now we're like, okay, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my God, credit card just been busted open.
Busted wide open.
It's JR. Oh my God.
Rudy's credit card been busted wide open. Oh my God.
His you should make a meme with the Shawn Michaels face from WrestleMania 20 with Shawn Michaels' face like completely
It's
bloody.
become a crimson. Rudy's credit card become a crimson mask.
It's gotta be dead.
It's gotta be dead. It's gotta be dead.
Oh God.
Or AK, it looks like Eddie Guerrero when his face was bleeding in the match against JBL. Like,
oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh my God. That's mine. Oh my God.
Picking up on what Taylor said there, it absolutely is like teamwork in wrestling. That's what it's all about. It's all about everybody in the community working together to better each other. It's not just about I think a lot of people in the industry try and like be the best and be better than the people around them, but what we should all really be doing is trying to make sure that we are the best that we can be and that we're making everybody else better as we're doing it, and we're helping everybody out as we go. So I don't see the point in trying to shit on other people and bring other people down when we could all build each other up.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
I'm quite thrilled Jack now knows who I was.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows Tell the Truth right now, right?
Of course
Everybody.
Of course they do. And I like CCW, and I'd like to go and work there one day. I know that one of my friends, Mark, otherwise known as Hammerhead Smith, is doing a lot of stuff up there right now, and he's killing it. So he was actually on our show on Thursday. He wrestled against Rudy. He was my hired gun to stop Rudy Root, which didn't quite turn out the way I intended. But oh well, these things happen.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! Oh no! The table, it's broken.
I guess you gotta get another hired gun now.
I do. I've already got my Arrow security in Drew Wilson, who is a jacked guy from around here, and he's really good. He's my personal security guard whenever I come out wrestling, because I can't have the fans getting too close to me.
Yeah,
just not for me.
And don't forget, also, Dudes at Ringside hosted the show on Twitch. So
yeah, exactly.
We helped you guys out.
My security guard, and he definitely didn't put my foot on the ropes to stop Blanco Loco from winning the CXW championship. My foot was going there anyway. Drew maybe just guided it a little bit. And these things happen. These things happen.
It happens.
He sneezed and leaned forward and ended up grabbing my foot and putting it on the rope. I can't control that. We didn't break any rules.
No.
Rules breaking? What's that? No.
I'm a good guy, really.
Thank you for hosting our show, by the way. And no problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
We'll be hosting the next one too. Don't worry.
The next one.
Thank you so much. We really do thoroughly appreciate it. We really do.
We're trying, and we don't have that much followers as you guys, but we're trying.
But like we say, it's all about building each other up. So we'll share all of the stuff on Outcast Pro Wrestling, and then you guys share it all on yours, and we'll both end up gaining more followers and fans from it, because we'll gain fans from the US and you'll gain fans from the UK. Yeah. And that's just how wrestling works. We all work together, and we're working towards a common goal of just bettering ourselves and bettering each other. And no one loses then.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win.
Commentary on the next. Now they're calling for a commentary on the next.
Oh man, they want us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Why
want
not?
to do a watch along.
You want to book it? We could book it. Like what was the date?
Are you talking about a watch along, or are they talking about like doing
whatever
something?
you guys fancy? You can do both if you want.
Like,
you can do commentary on the night, and then you could do a watch along after if you wanted to.
What date's that show? You said again, the 26th? 23rd. That's a Saturday. I'm off. Geek, are you off that day, bro?
Yeah, we probably do a show that day, right?
Yeah.
Breaking news. Maybe we'll do a watch along.
Maybe it would sound like we are Deacons.
Until it sounds like we are too.
As well. There's a show called IWE, which is on the 24th. And I can speak to the guy called Frankie, and he might well do something as well if you wanted to. So that's literally the day after our April show, where, you know, IWE might well want to do something with you as well, because they're trying to expand and build a brand there as well.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, that could be cool. Could be really cool.
Yeah,
that's something me and Geek are always getting our name out there. Like we don't just want to get known here. We want to get known everywhere. And like by us doing stuff like this for you guys, like people are gonna want us to be their commentators. And we're the American, we're dudes at ringside from America, but our names could be all over the world.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's, you know, that's a really cool thing for people over here as well, to be getting known in America, because for us in the UK, like the wrestling scene in America is huge. And there's far more promotions, there's far more opportunity, there's far, you know, once again, there's far more workers and stuff like that. So it would be harder for us to get booked over there. But, you know, it seems to be like there's more opportunity over there. Mm-hmm. So for us to have people from America, like asking us to do podcasts and wanting to do commentary for us and like wrestling on our shows the other day, like that means a lot to us over here. And it's a really, really, really cool thing. So thank you guys.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You guys are awesome. You guys are always, like I said, anytime we ever had anybody from Outcast, you guys always helped us out so much.
Oh man, the promos. Did you see Lunatrix's? Your promo was fire today. Lunatrix's promo was fire. Like,
yeah,
Joe's promo. You guys.
I'm saying, like, we've had like the most people we've ever had. Every time you guys, anyone from Outcast has come on our show, so the chat has blown up. So you know, you guys are so awesome, and we thank you.
That's really nice. That's really nice to hear. It's nice just to see people supporting other people. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that, like I said, that's what the wrestling industry is all about. And it doesn't happen enough. Everyone's very quick to criticize, and not everybody's very quick to praise people and build each other up. And that's the way it should be, rather than the other way around.
Dudes from ringside worldwide. It's internationally known.
I guess internationally known went away. You know, it's
like, now it's worldwide now. Dudes.
Because we like being called internationally known, but like worldwide sounds cooler. Joe, sorry.
Yeah, we got to change the logo again. Sorry.
I gotta go on Instagram and write over internationally known, like worldwide.
Just like
see after he gives us a chop, he says
thing, and then just write it over the top.
Sorry.
You know, Instagram, you can write over things. Like type.
OPW is family, and Dudes at Ringside family. After he gives us a huge chop in the chest.
Dude, that
he says that now because he's not paid for you guys to come over yet. But you know, when that credit card bill starts racking up, I think really going to experience that his family is very expensive.
Yeah, wrestling is so bitchy. We know firsthand.
Commentary team, there you go.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. That's part of being Twitch.
If we could work the right time and work the right, like we're both able to do it at the right before the show. Come in, boom, boom, boom. We'll be doing it.
For
sure.
I got my headset ready. I got my commentary headset like Geek has. I have it all ready to go. Or is it? Somewhere in there. Somewhere in my.
What time is it there in the UK anyway?
I think it's at 2:00 in the morning. Is it 2 a.m.? Oh. We lose him? We bored him, Lance.
Oh no. We did our Dudes at Ringside stuff. We bored him, right?
We bored him and he died. Did the chat die too? He's gone.
It's starting to.
It's 2:45 in the 2:46 in the morning, dude.
What did we do, Joe?
Let's take our picture now, Geek. Let's take a picture.
All right. So anyway, I'm Metal Geek.
I'm Joel Panther III, and we will see you in the next one.